Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the San Francisco Board of Supervisors meeting of Tuesday, November 1st, 2016. Madam Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Thank you, Madam President. Supervisor Avalos? Avalos present. President Breed? Breed present. Supervisor Campos? Campos present. Supervisor Cohen? Cohen present. Supervisor Farrell? Farrell present. Supervisor Kim? Kim present. Supervisor Marr?
Here.
Marr present. Supervisor Peskin?
Present.
Peskin present. Supervisor...
And other pavements to parks efforts are a part of that vision. I wanted to thank Robin Abad Okubillo for developing kind of our now, I think it's, 7 years of park.
Established Sky 24 and the unprecedented work that has meant for the neighborhood and the example that it sets for other parts of the city. On top of all of this, Ruth has been a strong activist for women's and LGBTQ rights. She has served on the board of the GLBT Historical Society. She's served on that board for more than 20 years. She's been a teacher to dozens of students on LGBTQ history. She has organized to educate important gay political figures. She has personally educated so many of us, including
small business owner and advocate for important projects. And of course, everyone who I have...
The San Francisco International Airport has been a bastion of good jobs for San Francisco families. Among the companies doing business there is the Hertz Corporation. Part of their workforce includes shuttlers.
Yesterday was the day that Christians remember what God did through his servant Martin Luther. And I mentioned to the visiting pastor, that he mentioned the name of Martin Luther 9 times and Charles Chineke none. And I gave a lecture on this to you all years ago. It's a book, 50 Years in the Church of Rome. Charles Chineke was a Presbyterian pastor. Very, very powerful book, and there's a reason why I've read all 595 pages 6 times plus. And there's coming a day of resurrection. There's coming a day when God is going to end this world as we now know it, and that's called Judgment Day. And
Thank you. Thank you. Sir, next speaker, please. Next speaker, please. Your time is up. Next speaker, please.
Thank you. Political leader who knows of true sincerity with complete extension of one's self-nature, being productive and in great success, should be elected to office. One's ultimate working virtues in helping out of people for the objective of world rescue definitely should continue with one's career of social functions. With critical reasoning for full understanding of the true principle and standard guidelines, one is having inner sincerity with uprightness in heart for bodily cultivation, family regulation, worldly management, and universal peace of wellness for seas. Mighty talent with heavenly duties should possess the virtues of loyalty and parental love in spirit to match any other worthy talent for a common missionary pathway of mighty creditable works for world rescue, for promotion of social well-being as a whole for all people. Political leaders must have great will of determination to execute legislative policies and legal system with great justice and proper measure for the good benefit of all people, without prejudice and bias. Political leaders must practice self-cultivation for civil justice, taking upright pathway for civil justice, and establish great foundation for civil justice. Being a sage king with internal body, holy heart, and external mighty talents, one can surely enjoy a lifetime of successful civil service as one's heavenly destiny of divine missionary pathway with true love and true mercy for our people. Amen. God bless Holy Mission. Thank you.
Thank you. Next speaker, please.
I'll be using the display for part of the
SFG
presentation.
TV, please.
Pardon?
SFG TV, please.
So
Dear Board of Supervisors, my name is Bo Chen, and on October 22nd and 23rd, about 6,000 local and international Falun Gong practitioners gathered in San Francisco and held a series of large-scale events.
So who has made San Francisco so un-American and lose its fundamental value? Who made Chinese-American businesses so scared and dare not even make some money by doing what they're supposed to do? It is not only the Chinese consulate, but also because of people like Rose Pak, who are willing to serve as the hands of this foreign regime to intimidate and suppress the fellow Americans so that they can gain power, recognition, and money from the foreign regime. People like Rose Pak are undermining the freedom of this city and the constitution of this nation. And 3 weeks ago, this Board of Supervisors passed, without a discussion, debate, or an explicit vote, a resolution to recommend the naming of our Chinatown subway station.
To continue, right? Motion to refer.
You can just
Committee.
send it to committee.
Refer to committees.
Okay?
Excuse me.
This item will be sent to committee. Madam Clerk, please read the in memoriams.
Today's meeting will be adjourned in memory of the two following beloved individuals. On behalf of Supervisor Marr, for the late Mr. Thomas Myron Hooker, and on behalf of Supervisor Peskin, for the late former chair of the Democratic Party, Mr. Agar Jakes.
Colleagues, this brings us to the end of our agenda today. Madam Clerk, is there any other business before us?
That concludes our business for today.
Great. We are adjourned. Thank you, everyone, for being here today.